Hello everyone, my name is George Boyle and this is my informative speech on automotive vehicles. According to McKinsey & Company, a well-respected consulting firm, up to 15% of all new vehicles could be fully autonomous by 2030. Understanding where the industry is headed and where the industry is going is very important so you can make well-informed decisions as well as know about the cars that are on the road with you. My qualifications for this speech are I work at a metal stamping company where 87% of our revenue comes from the automotive industry. We make many different parts for the engines of Ford, GM, Chrysler, and many other big name companies like that. Firstly, I will be going over the background information about autonomous vehicles. Secondly, I will lead into the pros and cons within this new technology. And thirdly, I will talk about how the industry is changing and what we can expect down the road. Let's begin with where we are at today. Autonomous driving means self-driving, and it is a feature of some cars today, not many. There is 5 levels to autonomous driving. Levels 1 through 4 still need a human operator, but level 5 means fully autonomous. You might have heard this in the news here and there about companies testing this technology out. Victoria Transport Policy Institute states the SAE, Society for Automotive Engineers, defined 5 levels of autonomous driving. Most predicted benefits at levels 4 and 5. What this quote is saying is with the 5 levels, levels 1 through 3 is pretty much the cars that we have today. Might be your Toyota Camrys, your Nissan Altimas, cars like that. Levels 4 and 5 is really where the autonomous driving starts to kick in. This could be in the new Tesla models. And what level 4 is saying, it's a real gray area. It can drive itself a lot of the time, but it still needs a human operator to make selections, drive for parts of it where it's unsure of. Level 5 means fully autonomous. To continue forward, many companies are trying to integrate this technology within their cars, but there are many problems with it right now. Micah R. Ensley stated, Micah, conducted a naturalistic driving study. Issues were found with driver training, model development, mode confusion, unexpected model interaction, and susceptibility to distraction. What this means is, as you probably just heard, there are many issues with this technology. Are they fatal? No. But are they issues that can cause problems? Yes, very much so, as you just heard. We've talked about the background and current state of autonomous driving. Now let us consider a few pros and cons to this technology. When talking about technology in any aspect, technology is meant to make people's lives easier, less stress. And with this, you're going to have your pros and your cons. So first off, let's take a look at a pro. With autonomous driving, you can save time and money by letting the car drive itself. According to VTPI, they reported autonomous vehicles can reduce driver stress and tedium. Self-driving cars can be mobile bedrooms, playrooms, and offices. Imagine you're on a trip with a friend. Let's say this trip is 10 hours, but instead of your friend having to drive, well, now no one's driving. Imagine it as the car driving, which is what the future is looking like. With this time of nobody having to drive, you can take this time to relax, catch up on your sleep, so when you get to your destination, you're well rested. You can take this time to get some work done if you're going to a business meeting. You can take this time to hang out with others in the car, play cards. So as you can see, there are many positives to this new technology. Now, to play devil's advocate, not everyone trusts this technology. As you might have heard in the news, Tesla is having slight problems with their models and a few crashes here and there. In the same report by VTPI, it states, travelers will experience access anxiety if they fear their vehicle cannot reach its destination. Lack of trust can really hold back this technology because if people do not trust it, people won't pay the hefty price tag that this new tech will cost. As you just heard, there's definitely positive and negatives on both sides. But what suppliers have to do is they really have to prove to the consumers that this is well worth their money. Now that we've gone over some pros and cons, let's look at where the market is heading to, or where the industry is looking to move towards. New tech is very expensive, and with all this new technology, it's going to come with a hefty price tag. With this hefty price tag, it's going to change if people are going to be buying, leasing, or using a ride-sharing app like Uber. As known and just stated, with any new technology, it's going to be expensive. That's common knowledge. According to VTPI, once again in the same report, increase new vehicle prices by more than $5,000 and navigation security costs by $200 to $600 per year. You're going to start off with your base model, maybe $20,000, $30,000, but as you add the bells and whistles, it's really going to start to increase, and things are going to start to go up very rapidly, because as this new technology increases, other new technologies will begin to come out. With that being said, as price increases, this will definitely change how society gets around. Right here I have my visual aid, and as you can see, they represent a way to select different vehicles that's going to be indicated by this quote right here. So in the report by McKinsey & Company, today consumers use their vehicles for all purposes. In the future, they will choose an optimal mobility solution for each specific purpose. What this is saying is, if I want to go to the beach, I'm going to rent a Mercedes. If I need to go pick up something from Home Depot, I'm going to be renting a truck. Very simple, very straightforward. So as we've just talked about how the whole industry will change as a whole, let me wrap this speech up. Autonomous driving is becoming more and more popular, and consumers should have knowledge about what is changing and what is on the road with them. Firstly, we went over the background information. Secondly, we went over the pros and cons of this new autonomous driving technology. And thirdly, how the market dynamic will start to change very rapidly. As technology, and more importantly, autonomous driving continues to advance, we as people need to stay well informed about all options that are out there for us to purchase, as well as know what is on the road next to us. Thank you very much, and let me show you my audience. For today, my parents were my audience. Thank you. Have a good one.